In TK20, student teachers are asked to complete two kinds of materials. First, in your senior seminar, you're going to be completing a portfolio. So if I click on the portfolio section, you should have a teaching portfolio that has been issued to you. And you click on teaching portfolio, and then you go into the lesson plan section. And you'll see here that in this lesson plan, I have a place for both the lesson plan and the lesson plan reflection. I also have the option to associate standards with this lesson plan. And the standards for the Temple standards for skillful teaching are already associated with the lesson plan, but I could add additional standards if I want. But most importantly, I would have to upload my lesson plan and then my lesson plan reflection. Now, if I go back up to the Field Experience tab, I should have a binder related to my placement in student teaching. So I'm going to find that binder name and I'm going to click on it. And keep in mind it's called a binder because there are these tabs across the top, as if you had a notebook and you had binder tabs in that notebook and you would go to each section. Now, the student teaching binder for Field Experience really only has one thing in it that you have to actually complete. So for the Field Experience tab, the only place that you're really going to have to do any work is here in the lesson plans. Now, in that lesson plan tab, it's a little different than the portfolio because there is no option to add a reflection. And that's because the reflection is actually embedded in the lesson plan itself. And that seems to be causing a little bit of confusion for students. So I'm just going to show you the process from start to finish right here. So I have a lesson plan that I'm going to be observed teaching in my student teaching placement. I'm going to come into Field Experience tab, and I'm going to go into my student teaching binder. I'm going to click on the lesson plans tab, and then under the first lesson plan, I'm going to click on the link that says click here to attach. It's asking me if I want to create a new attachment or use an existing one. Most times I'm going to create a new attachment, so I just click continue. And then it opens up a form inside TK20, which is the form that includes a place for both your lesson plan and the reflection itself. So here I'm going to rename the title of this lesson. I'm also going to give it a title here. I'm going to put in the date that I'm going to be observed and estimate the time when I'm going to give this lesson. Mid-morning, so on and so forth. It's grade 3 and it's mathematics. And I'm going to be the lead teacher when I present this lesson. Now I could just copy and paste the entire lesson into this box, but that's a little unwieldy. So most people choose to select a file, or what I'm going to do is drag and drop a copy of my lesson plan file into this box. And it tells me upload success. It got my lesson plan attachment. All right, I am done for now. I've completed all the pieces that I want to complete. And I'm going to go and click Save. Oops, I missed a box. It needs something else. Oh, I'm sorry. Because this is required, I need to put something. Oh no, I think I got that box, got that box, got that box. Oh yes, this box is required. So I'm just going to say See Attached Lesson Plan. That's the one I missed. All right, so now I'm done. I'm going to click Save. It says success that it's been saved. I click OK. And I'm going to click Save Draft to save the entire Field Experiences binder. It's going to take me out to the end of the front of the binder. Okay, now that lesson plan is now available to my mentor, teacher, or my coach to review and look at before or during my lesson and while they're evaluating me. So after the lesson, after I've given the lesson, I'm going to sit down and talk with my coach about it, and then I'm going to write a reflection that incorporates the feedback I receive from my coach. Or the coach may have me write the reflection ahead of that meeting so that the coach can get a feel for what kinds of issues I saw for myself in giving that lesson. But whichever, this is going to be after I've now presented that lesson to my class in my classroom. So now I'm going to come back to my binder, go to the lesson plan section. Now remember, I don't have a reflection option, so instead I'm going to click on that lesson plan that I already uploaded, and there it is. There's the file. And at the very top, I'm going to click the Edit button. And it comes up with that form that I was filling out previously. And this time, at the very bottom, it asks me a couple of questions that I can do. That is, I could reflect on my goals, I could add additional comments, but more importantly, I can drag and drop my reflection file right onto this document. So there's my reflection, and I make sure that it uploaded, and then I click Save. And now you'll see that both my lesson plan and my reflection are available in the same tab in my Field Experience binder. So I click Close again, Save Draft. Now, when I go into the Field Experience binder and I click on Lesson Plans, it only shows that one attachment, but when I click into that attachment, it's going to show that both the original lesson plan and the reflection are attached, and I can view either of them or download either of them if I want to look at them. So it's a little bit different when you're uploading your reflection to your Field Experience binder than it is to the portfolio, but hopefully this helped walk you through.